many arrests are being made. You heard me? Due to gambling in the NBA. Yes, 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 that's right. I said gambling in the NBA. It's going down, man. They ain't got enough money. They ain't got enough money that they, man, I mean, I know gambling is a big thing, you know what I'm saying? I used to rap, you know, for a record label called Act Right Records, and it was owned by an NBA player named Jonathan Bender, you know what I'm saying? He played for the Indiana Pacers, and by, just me chopping it up with him, I know gambling is, it's a thing, you know what I'm saying? I remember, shooting dice with Jermaine O'Neal and Jamal Tinsley, and I think a dude named James Brewer, you heard from the ATL, who you know what I'm saying, who played for them too as well. You know what I'm saying? And this was about Jonathan House, and that's how when I realized how big, basketball players really were too, because Jonathan was a 7 footer and he was huge, but Jermaine O'Neal was a 7 footer and he was huger. And when I saw Jermaine O'Neal stand next to Shaq, he was the hugest. So it's crazy. But anyway, I say all that to say this. I done been around some basketball players, and I know that they got a little bit more bread than the average bear to gamble. So they like to gamble, and that's all right as long as nobody don't get carried away with it. Wrong. They like to get carried away with it. You understand me? Yeah. They call it guts every time, drag their nuts every time, homie. And a lot of them get into a lot of debt, and they get into debt with the wrong people, man. And it sounds like this is the case right here, because not only are NBA players involved, but ladies and gentlemen, all right, the mob. That's right, the mob, the mafia, mothers and fathers of Italian Americans. You understand me? Mafia. Yeah, they are involved, and not just anybody. Lord Jesus, they say all the five families in New York are involved in this scheme, this money making scheme involving gambling in the NBA. You heard me. So far, there's been a lot of arrests made. Mm-hmm. And two in particular, you heard me. One involving Chauncy Billups. You understand me? And the other one involving Tevin Rozier. You heard me? NBA player play for the NBA. For the Miami Heat in the NBA. Now here's the kicker though. Here's the kicker. I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? They let this dude keep all his money in his contract. You heard me? They sitting him on the bench for this, but he still get to stay on the team, and he still get to keep all his money. Man, how that go? How that go? Sound like somebody making deals. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it sounds, man. Look like somebody making deals, man. 'Cause that's a sweet deal. I don't know how basketball contracts go or not. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like I don't know. Either way it go, that's a sweet deal. Man, shout out to Kevin Rozier. You heard me? But the other boys don't seem so happy. You heard me? Man, they talking about Stephon Marbury is involved in this, man, and more players are being added to the list as we speak. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the scheme goes, it seems like, you know what I'm saying, not only are, people taking themselves out of the games at, what I mean, certain times to, bend the rules and kind of, cover the spread, but also they've been having poker games. You understand me? And some of the dealers, the dealing machines are rigged. You heard me? The mafia got the dealing machines rigged. Now, this sound like a mafia tactic, you know what I'm saying? Especially for a good earner. It sounds like the earner of the year right here. You know what I'm saying? And they using Chauncey as the Billup. Chauncey Billups as the bait to catch the big fish. You heard me? They putting him on a hook. They bringing the big fish in with him. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. I know some of them people that he brought in probably was his partners, you heard me, or his partners. You heard me? Man, how they gonna feel about that boy when they find out that boy brought him into something that he knew was fraud? He knew was fool. To the point where they got text messages that he got, man, saying, man, hey, man, you got to slow down winning so much, you heard me? Can't keep winning too much, you heard me? Because they going to know something's up. Man, this is crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy work, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy work. Man, and we going to get more in depth, more into it. And I'm going to come back with more details, not only about that, but about the heist as well. And about Turk's response, because I'm waiting on it, you heard me? I ain't gonna lie. I got my popcorn ready, you heard me? And this is episode 5, part 1 of Come On With The Games podcast, your home for hip hop entertainment, local and world news. Please stay tuned for part 2. And man, don't meet me there, beat me there. You heard me? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And you will. I haven't forgot, you heard me, you will get the Argue with Your Mom segment, and I can't wait for y'all to see what it is. But until then, you heard me, part 2 is coming through. Leave that.